of Nasarawa State, you're welcome to another episode of Corpus Forum. My name is God's Desire Ogumo, your anchor for today. So if this is your first time tuning in to this program, this is where we bring you awesome contents ranging from the CDS segment to the inspirational segment, down to the entertainment segment, and lastly, we have the sports segment. So without further ado today, let's move straight to the CDS segment. And this is going to be handled by Alebioshu Happiness. Over to you, Happiness.
Thank you, God's Desire. Good day, viewer, and welcome to another exciting episode of the CDS segment on Corpus Forum. I am Alebioshu Happiness, your host for today. And today is not going to be business as usual, as I have with me in the studio a very vibrant core member who is the pioneer of the Lafia Girls Day initiative. Please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hello, Lafia City. My name is Kunesta Michael Hogan, and I'm currently serving here in the city of Lafia. And I'm also glad to be the pioneer of Lafia Girls Day.
Wow. Thank you for joining us in the studio, ma'am.
I'm honored.
Please, can you tell us about the Lafia Girls Day initiative?
Okay, so yes, one of the basic things of the primary assignment or every core member is to contribute to the community. So the initiative is as a result of my desire to contribute to Lafia. So after the whole camp experience, coming into the city of Lafia, I already knew in my mind that I want to do something that has to be around girls. So the initiative is based on, is a menstrual hygiene initiative that we go around schools, me and my friend, to teach girls on menstrual hygiene. Then at the end of the day, we gather them to educate them and also shared 450 packs of pads to those who participated in it.
Wow. Okay, you would agree with me that there are several challenges that face the girl child in our society today, ranging from violations to sexual abuses. Why did you majorly focus on the menstrual health hygiene?
Okay, the reason why I focused on menstrual health and the menstrual education basically is because I'm a researcher. I love girl child and issues around it. So I noticed that that's the primary, the basics. Most girls, when they do not know how to present their menstrual needs to their parents or school teachers, they look for someone who can do it. And in the process of that, they can fall into the wrong hands and violation, sexual abuse, and all of that. So focusing on menstrual needs helped me also to reach out to other needs of the girl, of the girls that I had interaction with. Okay. So that was why I chose menstrual hygiene needs. And according to research, that most girls do not have adequate knowledge or education on menstrual hygiene. So because of inadequacy in education or knowledge around this, they fall for early sexual diseases and also have most of them get infection because of poor hygiene in terms of their toilet and all of those things. So that was the pain points for me.
All right.
Yes.
All right. I would like to say that menstrual health is a very personal thing to most girls. Most girls, even as a grown-up adults, they shy away from talks when it comes to menstruation.
Yeah.
So how do these girls find it comfortable to discuss this personal thing with you?
Okay. Honestly, at first it was quite hard because I had the opportunity to go around 3 schools here in Lafia. So for each school, I spent 4 weeks with them. So for that 4 weeks, at first they could not really share personal stories with me. But as I kept coming, so it was not one day, as I kept coming every week, for example, Government Science School Lafia. So at the second week alone, everybody started asking personal questions of how they felt during their period, of how they were having irregular menstruation cycle and all of that. So it was very, very easy for them to come out because they already started getting familiar with me. So for them to share their personal stories.
So it's not just a one-day thing?
No, it was not a one day, it was weekly. I had a curriculum that I had to create that covered those who are starters, those who have already started and those who are have not started yet. So everybody was covered.
On the same page.
Yes.
You guys are on the same page. That is actually very, very nice.
Thank
but
you.
Then, for you to have had this kind of environments, safe environments with these children, I think there should have also been some times where you would have been faced with challenges. Can you share with us those challenges that you faced?
Yes, I had so many challenges. And first was fundraising, because I knew that I didn't just want to teach them and go, because I needed to share menstrual kits. Okay. So when that time came, I started looking for ways to raise funds. So it was really, really tough. And I think the rule is that you shouldn't use your personal funds to fund your community development project. So I had to start writing application, and it took a while, but I was able to raise money to buy 450 packs of pad, buy soaps that we shared. So it was that was a major challenge. Then the second, language barrier came into play.
Wow.
Yes, language barrier came into play. So besides that, no other challenge.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, that is very nice, and we are actually glad that you've been able to do this for the host community, even though it actually is challenging, but you have faced it and you've done so well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that is where we'll be drawing the curtains for today on the CDS segment. I am Alibio Shu Happiness. Till we come your way next time, stay good and be good. Over to you, God's Desire.
Thank you, Happiness. Wow, this is so amazing. The menstrual hygiene initiative, that's so awesome. And having to gain the trust of these girls, also breaking through the language barrier and all that, this is an absolutely good movement, and we say well done and kudos to you. Thank you so much. All right, we're moving to the next segment without wasting much of our time. We're moving to the inspirational segment, and this is going to be handled by Mimido. Over to you, Mimido.
Thank you, God's Desire. I am your host for today in Inspirational Segment, and my name is Kwazamimido Sonia, and I'm here with a guest, our special guest, who is going to take us on the topic of productivity. Please, sir, may you introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you. I am Stephen Michael.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah.
So, the topic we are talking about is productivity. So, I would like to know, what do you really understand by this productivity?
Productivity is about being fruitful,
Okay.
yielding good results, living the life you want, excelling,
All right.
being the star. That is what productivity, where people will see you and be like, they want to be like you, being a role model. That is productivity.
All right.
Yes, being in that state where you are happy with the way things are going in your life.
Okay.
That is simply what productivity means.
All right, that's a good one. So, do you think this productivity of a thing, does it just happen to somebody, or it's something you plan for?
Of course, it doesn't just happen. Every good thing in life requires what? Hard work and patience.
Okay.
So it's not just something that just happens overnight and then you become productive. You plan for it, you understand, right from the beginning.
Plan
you plan
to be productive.
In fact, to explain the topic of productivity, I would like to use a tree to illustrate and explain what productivity means.
All right.
Now, first of all, the root of a tree determines how tall that tree can grow and how long it will last. Same way too, in being productive, you need to have a strong foundation. You need to plan well right from the beginning. You'll be like, okay, if this doesn't happen, then what? If this doesn't happen, then what? You understand? You plan, you understand. And when you're planning, don't be too optimistic. Don't be too optimistic, but then don't also be pessimistic. So plan for, have something that will replace what you want to do if something else doesn't work.
Okay.
And that's how you can become productive, so that if this one doesn't work, at least something else
can go.
Yes, to cover up.
All right.
So you need to have a good plan right from the onset about what you want to do. You need to be sure of what you want to do, what you want to be productive at, and then you devise that plan, that scheme in which you want to achieve that thing that you want to achieve.
All right, that's a very awesome one. So this, the productivity now, in terms of the planning and trying to achieve what you want, what are the challenges you face when trying to be productive?
Of course, there are many challenges that can be faced when trying to be productive.
Okay.
One of the challenges is funding. Sometimes, you want to do this, you have everything, but then it's just the money that's the problem. How you are going to fund it? That's one of the challenges that you can face when trying to be productive. And then sometimes losing people because you are productive. Before there are some friends that will be kind of, you are doing too much and all that.
Jealousy.
So yes, all those jealousy and all that. So all those things are part of the challenges, and even more challenges too, like the challenge of you like feeling tired, kind of like you want to give up, most especially when you are going through hard times. And to also answer this question too, I would like to also bring this statement about that: no tree ever falls down when it loses a fruit. Yes,
That's
any
powerful.
tree, yes, any tree you see, even if a fruit will fall down from that tree, it will keep standing. So anything you are going through, in trying to be fruitful, you face challenges, but then regardless of the challenge you are facing, you shouldn't fall down. You shouldn't give up. You may lose friends, people, and all that, but you shouldn't give up. In fact, let me even use a woman as an example. You're a woman, and then you lost your child during childbirth. Try and make another one.
Okay.
You understand? Don't give up. That's just the point.
Okay, that's a nice one.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, this is a very good one. So, how do you overcome the challenges of that comes in being productive?
Yes, I will talk about that, but before I talk about that, I'd like to also say that even if you pluck all the fruits in a tree, new ones will grow with the passage of time. So no matter how hopeless you feel, the rock bottom moment that you are in, don't give up. With time, just keep pushing. You will achieve what you want to achieve. Now, to overcome the challenges, first of all, you need to know that it is only fruitful trees that attract stones and sticks. So you being fruitful or productive, of course, people will soft after you, they will soft after you, to do things, and then some people too also be jealous, try to attack you. So you just have, you have to find a way to protect yourself. And in overcoming the challenges in being productive, of course, as you are productive, you need to have that mindset of, if this doesn't work, as I said earlier, you need to have,
another way.
Alternatives for things. That's one way to overcome the challenges. And therefore, funding too. Sometimes loans too do help, and many others. So, but most especially when it comes to, your own self and well-being and security, you need to protect yourself. Don't be so free with people. You need to protect yourself. Don't just open up yourself anyhow to people.
All right.
So that they won't easily.
Okay, that's a very nice one. What are your parting words? What do you want your viewer to understand from what you're saying so far?
My parting words for the viewer is, no matter what you are going through, in trying to be productive, you shouldn't give up on that thing that you want to do. In fact, remember that even if the fruit of a tree falls down, it can be eaten by animals or humans when washed, and of course, it can even rot into the earth and then serve as nutrient and fertilizer for that tree in the coming spring. So it means that even your failures, it's not useless. People can learn from it.
Yeah.
You yourself, you can grow from your failures. So when you fail, don't just see it as there's nothing that's the end of the journey. So don't give up.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Michael. Thank you so much for coming around. We hope to see you some other time too.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, viewer. We'll come to the end of this segment, and I hope you understand that productivity is very important. Even if you fail today, that is not the end. You can still pick up and then continue your journey. Thank you. See you some other time. Over to you, God's Desire.
Thank you, Mimido. Okay, productivity. Productivity is an intentional action, and you cannot just be redundant and expect that you are going to be productive. It cannot happen that way. However, the solution to this, as stated in the program, is that you have to be up and doing. You have to be intentional about what you're doing, having at the back of your mind that, there are lessons to be learned even from your mistakes. Thank you so much. That was so awesome. Next, we are moving to the entertainment segment, and this is going to be handled by Magdalene Ocheja. Over to you, Magdalene.
Hi viewer, welcome to another exciting moment on entertainment segment, and you trust us to bring you spicy things, and trust me, you do not want to miss today's own. And alright, so we have an artist with us in the studio. Let's meet you.
Thank you. Well, I'm Hashim, popularly known as Hashim's Kids.
All right, welcome. All right, let's get to it. I want to ask you some questions. And so, who first got you into music? Like, who inspired you to make music?
Well, I think I've been listening to different genre of music like since I was 16.
Okay.
So ever since then, I just feel like, wow, this game, like, I want to do something that the kids.
Okay, when you were 16, who do you listen to most?
Well, I do listen to like Fela Kuti,
Oh,
I
wow.
do listen to Wizkid, Davido. I do listen to Shatta and Ali Makau.
Oh, wow. That's lovely. Okay, how would you describe the music that you typically create? How would you describe your music?
Well, like, you know, in this music industry, we have different type of musicians, and everybody like is creating this music. The only belief I would like tell the people around my music I do create is like, let me say, about my lifestyle.
Okay,
I do my music like to tell people what's going on.
about your life,
About my
your life
life.
experience,
Yes.
and like that. All
That's how I
right.
create my
So,
music.
what is your creative process like when you're creating music? You know, maybe in the studio, how you write your song. How is it? How is the process like?
Well, like at times, if I just like, I'll be like, well, if I don't have anything to do, I'll just be like, this experience came up.
Okay,
to
like
me.
you just sit and songs just come to your head.
Yes, I'll just
Lines
write it on
just
my
come to your
phone.
head. You write. Okay.
And so briefly, like with time, I'll just
And
get to
do you
have.
like go to the studio immediately, or you feel like, okay, let me just write this down, let me write a series of songs down before I go to the studio to record, or how do you do it?
No, I don't go to the studio immediately. I do plan things.
All right.
I do plan every music I record in the studio.
Okay, so, okay, thank you for that. So, where have you performed before, and do you have any upcoming show?
Yes, well, I've performed in so many events, so many shows, and well, I have so many performers to perform.
Okay, let's know shows that you have upcoming.
Like, I have show this December 25. I have December 1st, January in
Okay,
Abuja.
where's the venue? In
I
Abuja?
have show 25 December in Lafia, then 1st January I have show in Abuja.
All right, hopefully our viewer would want to attend your show. Who would you like to collaborate with? Any artist you admire so much that you want to collaborate with?
Well, I have like a lot of artists I want to collaborate with, but I guess I'll just go for like, let me see, if possible, Wizkid or Burna Boy.
Oh, wow, that's a great choice there. Okay, nice one. Okay, what is one thing you would like to tell other artists out there that are upcoming?
Okay, the only thing I'll tell the upcoming stars is that just keep working hard, keep believing in yourself.
Yes, hard work
Keep
is one
believing
thing.
in God. Like, keep chasing your dreams. God is blessing everybody.
Yeah. So that is it. Keep chasing your dream.
Yeah.
Work hard. Once you have passion, once you have determination, it
Yeah.
will push you far to becoming that person that that superstar that you want to become.
Yeah.
Push yourself harder. Don't look at
Anybody,
you are
don't-
back here.
like, don't think about what people are saying.
Yes,
about you.
everybody starts from somewhere. Push yourself to that point where you be known, where you become a superstar. Do not look at how you started. All right, very quickly, can you do like a freestyle for us, or any of your songs? Like, how many songs do you even have? How
Well,
many songs have you recorded? Oh no.
I have like more than 50 tracks that I've dropped.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, and I have a lot of tracks on ground to drop. I'm planning to drop my new album, Sabi Boy from Trenches, and I guess the
Wow.
album will be the best album in the history of music.
Wow. That's very interesting. That is very encouraging. We would like to hear your song. So which of your songs would you like to freestyle for us now? Oh yeah, now
Well,
let's dive to it.
I have a song, but this song is for lovers, like people.
Oh
that
yeah,
are
let's
into
hear it.
relationship.
Lover, so can you people
Yes.
let's hear him now.
Okay, I was like,
Abi, you want me to give you beats? Or
I'll just do a
Alright.
freestyle for you. Like,
Okay.
I was like, ain't ready for the boy, I know. Finna give you love in overdose. Wine to the sound, go down slow. Star baby for you on island. Come boogie down, come my road. Dance to the sound, go down slow. Star baby for you on island.
Oh,
Get your body not contraband.
Hey.
If you leave me, get a heart attack. Hold me tight like a rubber band. Pick my call, baby, give me a chance.
Oh, wow.
Let me love you today. The vibes not shallow, yeah. I want to like something like this.
So lovely. Wow.
Yeah.
You have a nice lyrics there. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing with us your experience and all. And to our viewer there, this is very inspiring. And I hope that you've been inspired today. If you're an artist out there, I hope you've able to learn something today. And that is why we'll call it a wrap for today. Until we come your way again, same time, same station, I remain your humble host, Ocheja Magdalene. Over to you, God's Desire.
Thank you, Magdalene. Rising talent. Well, I have a question for you, though, because I don't understand these sentiments. Now we asked you to come and perform for us, and you are still sidelining me the singles. Can you just let us breathe? Okay, that was an amazing love song that was performed by the guest, and that was so awesome. But my question again now is, who is going to be my rubber band that we hold me so tight? Anyways, that was on a lighter note, and quickly we are going to be moving to the last segment, which is the sports segment, the time that the men have all been waiting for. And this is going to be handled by Godwin Okoye. Over to you, Godwin.
Very much, God's Desire. Good day, viewer. Welcome to yet another exciting edition of the sports segment on the Corpus Forum. My name is Godwin Okoye, and I'll be your host for today. And I'm riding solo today. I've got two great personalities with me in the studio. Starting off with my immediate right is Esther Adebayo. Esther Adebayo happens to be the Sports CDS volleyball captain. Great to have you on the show, Esther.
Good day.
And we've got Matthew Joe with us in the studio. Matthew Joe happens to be the Sports CDS president. Great to have you on the show, Matthew.
Thank you very much.
So on our menu today, we are kickstarting with volleyball. Yes, volleyball. We are kickstarting with the just completed Nigeria volleyball championship that went down in Abuja. And Esther was there, she saw the game, and let's have your submission. What do you make of the tournament?
Okay. The tournament was a league, Premier League, which has started since 2019, and I've known of it has been going on since then, and the final phase was in Abuja, that's late November, in Abuja, Moshood Abdullah Stadium, Package B in the court. So the game was really a nice game to watch, but of course there will be winners, and it was really a tough one because so many great things were there, and your practice, all your work, your effort, it was there that it was being showcased, and everyone saw. There was nothing about, no form of, like, it was just a plain game.
Okay, let's talk about the champion, chief of naval staff, the CMS Spikers. They've voted back-to-back now, and they seem to be the stronghold when it comes to volleyball. What do you make of the tournament? Do you think other things like the NCDC, do you see them giving the CMS Spikers run for their money in other subsequent edition?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. CMS is a very good volleyball club. Let's be frank. That's the Navy team. They are really, really good. So, like, in volleyball, we have different players. There are some clubs that they fend for different players coming from. Like now, the setter in CNS is Aliyah. She's a young girl and she's really doing well. She came from the Kwara State. Like it's just what happens. Different teams come together and good players are being. Oh, you can play well. Okay, can you play for my team and that kind of thing. So I think that's one thing that really helped the team. Look at Jomai Bitrus, who is the libero. She is a national player. So definitely they have so many national players in their team, on their side. Of course, if you have national players on your side, definitely there will be. Not saying other things, like MSCDC is a very strong team. In fact, almost let's give kudos to all the teams that came out for the competition. It was really, really nice. They came and they fought for it. So, but of course, there will be winners and things like that. So the Never team, I feel they have good training resources. Probably they have good training resources and funding, because funding, of course, is very important. Very, very important.
Let's talk about funding. Away from the tournament, let's talk about volleyball in Nigeria, because volleyball happens to be one of those building on sports. With the president, Musa Nimrod, would you say, what are the challenges do you think volleyball is facing in Nigeria, and how can the government improve some of these problems?
Okay, well, volleyball has come to stay in Nigeria, of course, and it's a fast-growing sport. Well, I feel there is need for sensitization
because of course so many people don't even know about volleyball till now. Don't be surprised because volleyball, what's volleyball? You see, people don't really know about the game like that, but the president has been president of the National Volleyball Federation. He has been well. Like, I give kudos to him. He has been doing, like this year alone, there have been different competitions, beach volleyball and the indoor volleyball. So it has been really there. But I feel there should be more sensitization, and let's go to grassroots too, because there should be more. Grassroots volleyball is very, very important. Challenges, more funding, grassroots, like younger ones. See, if you train children to do something, they get so good at it. Or like you bring an adult who already knows right from left and everything, knows how to decide for himself. Of course, training them from young age actually happens. That's why we look at Kada and Laurels. We have Naomi and Esther, who are the top beach volleyballers playing for Nigeria right now. These are kids, they were trained from young age. So I feel we should also work more on the grassroots volleyball.
Absolutely. So away from the volleyball, let's quickly talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League. Yes. You know, we've hit match day 10, and Matthew J is beginning to speak to the microphone. So, Michael, let's have more like a post-mortem of what we've seen so far. Because the Nigeria Professional Football League, this is our league, we've hit match day 10, and looking at the standing, Navy Stars are sitting pretty at the top of the NPFL with 20 points. They are followed closely by Remo Stars and Duma United. Let's look at the bottom three: Aqua United, Bayelsa United, and Atlant. So, what's your assessment so far? What do you look at the tournament so far? Are we seeing a new winner this time?
Yeah, I want to really appreciate the referees. I was talking about the officiating body at large. The referees have been doing well. They have been doing their job. To see that this season was far, far better than last season, because if you don't have a good team, I don't see you playing good for football to win. Because the life of Lobi, I've watched them severally. I have a teammate there, Chinedu Sunday. If you don't have a good team, you can't play. Right from their backside to attack, they have a good team. Talking about Remo Stars, you see Remo Stars beating the almighty Enyimba yesterday. And that is to say there is improvement. You can go away and pick a point. I can really say that the referees are really doing well. So kudos to the referees.
All right, so let's quickly talk about the fact that a sizable chunk of this NPFL team are owned by government. We have just 3 teams in the Nigeria Professional Football League owned by private sector: Remo Stars, Doma United, and Sporting Lagos. So how can the government improve the NPFL?
Yeah, I think one of the things I want to throw to the government out there is we should go on contract. It should be like Europe. The player should sign a contract. You can go to African country. White men can also come and invest. You can sign player from abroad to come down and play for Nigeria Professional League.
All right.
It's lack of signing of contract that some of all these shareholders don't want to come in. If you are signing on contract, you can go outside and sign a player and come down to Nigeria and play.
Okay, all right. So you heard it. So we just hope the government would, put in the funds just to improve the NPFL. And that wraps it today on the sports segment. Thank you very much, guys, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Until come away next week, my name is Godwin Okoye. Bye for now. Over to you, God's Desire.
Thank you, Godwin. Well, it seems like the whole program for today is centered around women. All right, it's so amazing to see women that are fast rising in sports, showing and expressing themselves more when it comes to sports activities, and that's so nice. Thank you all so much. All right, guys, this is where we are going to be calling it a wrap for today. If you did watch to this time, we're saying thank you. Till we come your way next time, I am God's Desire Ogunme, your anchor.